Welcome back, everyone, and welcome to a brand new chapter. That's right, this is no longer the Delaware Blogger Podcast. I've taken a turn for the awesome and revamped the show entirely for a generation that's anything but retiring. This is Boomers and Beyond with the Delaware Blogger. Now, are you over 55 and looking for a podcast that speaks your language? Well, you've come to the right place. Whether you're rocking retirement or still chasing that corner office, Boomers and Beyond is your weekly dose of fun, friendly conversation that's all about things that matter to you. Now, we're going to be diving into lifestyle topics like health and wellness, travel adventures for the young at heart, navigating family dynamics. We're going to talk about adult children too, exploring delicious food options, and of course, finding ways to keep life fun and exciting. Now, each week is going to be like chatting with your best friend over coffee or tea or juice or whatever you prefer. But hey, you won't even have to get out of your pajamas, because we're going to be sharing stories and swapping ideas and tips and maybe even sharing a tear or two, but mostly tears of laughter. And guess what? This show is for you. So if there's a topic that you want to discuss, let me know. Leave a comment. Go to delblogger.com when you see this episode hit the blog and let me know what you'd like me to cover in future episodes. So go grab yourself your favorite beverage, settle in, and let's get ready to boom on the Boomers and Beyond with the Delaware Blogger Podcast. Hello, and welcome to the show. I'm your host, Antionette Blake. I am your go-to resource for all things Boomer and Beyond. Now, today in this episode, we're going to be diving into a topic that affects us all: fraud, prevention, and online scams. I don't know about you, but there are so many hackers out there. I mean, our social security numbers are on the black web, on the dark web, and it's just a matter of when and where and what's going to happen. And it's scary because as we age, it's getting harder and harder to navigate the digital world. But we're not going to give up. Nope. It's essential to be aware of the common scams that are targeting our age group and learn how to protect ourselves. So on this episode, Your Money, Your Rules, Fighting Fraud, we're going to start talking about some of the most common scams out there that's targeting boomers and beyond. Now let's start by understanding some of the most common scams that are targeting us. Now these scams often rely on our trust and our fear. Now think about this. Can you guess some of the most popular ones? Phishing. Yeah, phishing scams. Not the fishing with a rod and a reel, F-I-S-H. The phishing, P-H-I-S-H-I-N-G scams. These are emails and texts that trick you into clicking on bad links and then providing personal information. Now, people have sent me texts on my phone. Hi, this is so-and-so. How are you today? If I don't know so-and-so, I'm not going to click on them. Or, hi, this is Justin. I'm, want to find out if you're ready to enroll in this, that, and the other. I don't fall for those text messages, nor do I fall for those emails. Here's your invoice. And I know I didn't order anything. So please, my friends, do not click on those links. Do not click on those email links because they're just trying to get you to give more information so they can connect with you. And that other one, the grandparent scams. Now, I don't have any grandchildren, but for those of you that do, there are imposters out there posing as grandchildren in need of urgent financial assistance. And now that we're back into full swing of school, we have kids in college, they will use artificial intelligence, AI, to get the voices of people that you know, you love, and you care about, and they will use that to get you to send money, provide your PayPal account. Do not give people that information. There's another one out there that, most of us are used to these, but these are the tech support scams. These are those unsolicited calls, right? Those emails offering technical support for the problems that you don't even have. They may say that you're running out of security, or they need to upgrade this, that, and the other. Don't click on those scams. If you've not asked for tech support, don't click on those unsolicited calls or those unsolicited emails. Here's another one that really bothers me, are those investment scams. They promise high returns on little to no risk. And it's not always, someone that you think has your best interest at heart. They can say they're coming from your bank, and you may click on the link, but look at those links. If your bank is sending you any information, you need to go to open up a new browser and type in the link that you normally use for that bank. Don't click on the link from the email, because they're trying to get your information. And there's a movie out there, I believe it's called The Beekeeper. Man, that was eye-opening. These people are sitting in these big offices, these big rooms, and they are scamming seniors, boomers, out of money left and right, are life saving. So please, please, please don't invest in anything unless you know for sure that it's from a trusted family member or friend. And this one hits really hard, because I've talked to several people, both men and women, who have been scammed, romance scams. These are those online relationships that they're to get money from you. They pretend to want a relationship with you, and they get you to share your information, your financial information, your social security information. And trust and believe, I know people who have fallen for it, and it's not a pretty picture. So those common scams, phishing, phishing, those grandparent scams, those tech support scams, those investment scams, those romance scams. If it doesn't feel right, it's not right. Remember that gut feeling we always had? We taught our kids, if it feels wrong, it is wrong. That's the same thing, not only whether you're online or offline. So let me just give you a few tips for staying safe online, because that's where we're living now. We're always online, and no matter what, we're reading news and articles, and now that we're into the political season, we're getting all of that. So watch out for these things online to keep yourself safe. Unsolicited calls, emails, and texts. If you didn't ask for it, if you didn't know anything about it, don't respond, especially to a text. That's easy breezy way to get you to respond. Calls. If you get a call from a solicitor, and the first thing that caller says is, "Can you hear me?" Please don't say yes. They're recording the call, and they're using that yes response to get other things. If you're getting information and they say, "Well, we're going to send you a code," or if your bank sends you a code, "We need that code," that's a red flag right there. Do not give out your financial information for any unsolicited calls, emails, or texts. Never click on any links or download any documents or attachments from unknown sources. If you get an email from your bank, open up another browser, go to your bank's website. Please, please, please look at them, read them carefully. Sometimes you're in such a hurry, you're not seeing, where a word that's capitalized shouldn't be capitalized, where there's a comma, or a period, or a colon, or even just not written or sounds correct. Don't click on those links. Hit them, put them in spam right away. When you're getting a message, make sure that you know who that sender is before you even respond, because people can get you. There's so many ways. Gmail accounts are free. Anybody can open up a Gmail account. So they can open up a Gmail account. Just because it simply has a gmail.com, doesn't make it legit. So make sure you know who it's coming from. Change up and use strong, unique passwords for all your online accounts. If you have to write them down, get a book, write it down, but change them. Please change. I know, that's a pain in the butt, but anymore, that should be normal. Every 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, change up your passwords, please, please, please. And be very careful of what you share online because, we want to share the good stuff, but people want to do bad stuff. So be careful what you share online. And getting back to the passwords, use the two-factor authentication whenever you can, where when you put in your password, it sends a text message to your phone. Please, that is, because if someone's just using your password, but they don't have your phone, they're not going to be able to get into your account. So the two-factor authentication is wonderful. And avoid giving out personal information on the phone or online unless you've made the call. So if you called your bank, if you called your broker, if you called your mortgage company, your loan holder, then you're going to give up that information. But if someone that simply calls you, texts you, or email you, please, please, please don't do that. So staying safe online, you have to be vigilant. In today's world, it's super, super important that you stay vigilant. Lock down your credit report. Contact the credit bureaus, the TransUnion, Experian, and I can't remember the other one, but lock them down. My husband locks his down. He unlocks it. He locks his credit card down. He unlocks it. Yes, it's an inconvenience, but it's so worthwhile. You don't want to be hacked. You don't want to lose your identity, and you don't want to lose your money. If you've been a victim of a fraud, and I'm telling you, a lot of people have, there's no shame in that game, but don't hesitate to report it. Report it to the FTC, report it to the IC3. There's a website, IC3, the Internet Crime Complaint Center. Also, contact your local law enforcement agency. They will be able to tell you what to do. If you have Legal Shield or any of those legal companies, contact them as well. They can help you help you stay safe and tell you what you need to do. If something happens and you're upset, if you have a family member, someone that you can trust, let them know. They'll help you. Again, we are parents. We don't know everything. We don't know the latest and greatest hacks. We just know that we want to be safe. So again, I've dealt with people whose parents have been scammed by especially those romance scams. Let them know that you're there for them and don't judge them. If just help them, because it's scary enough to be, fighting this fraud, but help your friends, your neighbors, your family if they need it. So remember, stay informed and be vigilant. Protect yourself. That's the key, protecting yourself from fraud. So if you want to listen to these tips, I'm going to put this in my blog, delblogger.com, and, keep the stuff to yourself. What they say, keep it to your vest, keep it close to your vest. Don't give out that information unless you have to. So thanks for joining me today on Your Money, Your Rules, Fighting Fraud. I want you to stay safe. Keep your personal information safe. I want you to stay safe, but I want you to stay informed. And if there's some tips or tricks that you have, please leave a comment, a review, because, hey, we're in this together. Stay safe. See you next week. Well, folks, that's all we have for you today on Boomers and Beyond with the Delaware Blogger. And I hope you enjoyed the conversation and maybe even learned something new. Now, remember, if there's a topic that you'd like me to talk about, don't be shy. Leave a comment on the website. When this podcast episode hits Del Blogger, you'll be able to leave a comment, delblogger.com. And even if you have suggestions, I love that too. Hey, I'm also looking for some fantastic sponsors and collaborators who cater to the amazing 55 plus community. So, if you're a business owner, have a business or service, and you think it would be a great fit for the show, send an email to info@ablakeenterprises.com and we'll get in touch real soon. Again, thanks for joining us on this journey, and I'll see you right back here next Saturday morning at 10 a.m. for another exciting episode of Boomers and Beyond with the Delaware Blogger. And until then, stay happy, stay healthy, and keep on booming.